Hare Krishna, everyone. We welcome everyone, those who are online right now, and for those who will be watching this on YouTube. Let's start with the Kirtan. And as we do the Kirtan, I would request you to be on mute and you can also sing along. I will just mute everyone. And as we sing, you can clap as well. Jaya Radha Madhava कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना वनचारी यमुना वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद श्रीला प्रभुपद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकचर्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद शिल भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकचर्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय कलयुग पावन हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनाशयितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओं तत्सत् नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. I am very grateful to all of you for joining on this Saturday morning. I know it is not, it is in India, it is Saturday evening. It's not always easy, and to be able to consistently join, it's not easy. There are different impediments that come. But somehow, some of you are so sincere, like you have been joining, you are trying to hear. When we try to hear about Krishna, when we try to glorify Krishna, what happens? That pleases Krishna. Oh, I see our Nandini Priyamataji has also joined, and Shaumitro Prabhu has also joined. Hare Krishna. Please, thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, actually, let's take a quick material example. In material example, what happens is, like, if someone, what happens if we have a pain that we want to share, okay, or if we want to success, if we want to share our success, okay, and if you're going to others and then like, okay, they are not hearing, oh yeah, come back later, I know you will tell something about this, then what happens? Does it pain us or it does not pain us? Okay, but what happens if someone is willing to hear? Many people are not hearing, but someone takes time in us and says, okay, that happened. Oh, then what happened? Oh, this is what it is. Then we feel interested in sharing also, and we feel connection with that person. Why? Because that person is willing to hear about us. Krishna is a person. When we hear about Krishna, we automatically develop a deeper connection with him. And hearing is the first mechanism by which we develop relationship with Krishna. This is what our scriptures is saying. Out of the 9 processes of devotional service, the first process which begins devotional service is by hearing. And from where do we need to hear? We should hear from bona fide sources. See, there are many people who may be talking about Krishna. Even a president of India had written a book on Bhagavad Gita. Okay, but that does not mean that they are all authentic. There are so many versions of Bhagavad Gita which are available. But how do we understand which is authentic? A one which is coming in a bona fide parampara, in a guru shishya disciplic succession. That is authentic. So when there are four authentic sampradayas I have already mentioned earlier, and they are Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, then Shri Sampradaya, and Kumar Sampradaya. Brahma Sampradaya is coming from Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma heard this message from Krishna, and that is coming. Rudra Sampradaya is coming from Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, who is the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. He is called Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. The parampara that is coming from Lord Shiva, that is called Rudra Sampradaya. And Shri Sampradaya is the parampara coming from Mother Lakshmi. Having heard from Krishna, that parampara is coming. And fourth is Kumar Sampradaya. This is the Chatush Kumar, or the four Kumars who heard it from Krishna, and that is the parampara that is coming. So even in today's date, these paramparas are available. And ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada, we are part of the Brahma Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So it is Brahma Sampradaya. So with that being known, we go back to our discussion on Bhagavad Gita. Okay, one more thing I wanted to add, that is what happens when we hear Krishna Katha, regular Krishna Katha. What happens is there might be many other interesting Krishna Katha WhatsApp, like we are getting so many messages. They are so much interesting, motivating, very nice. Okay, but if it is not bona fide, then what will happen is heart transformation will not happen. We'll hear, we'll feel motivated, but we will not be able to continue. And there will be no change in heart. There will be no transformation in heart. When we hear from an authentic sampradaya, and if we hear in the sampradaya, what will happen is our heart transformation will begin. And we have to hear from them who are themselves following what they are saying, or they are trying to follow. So if someone is really striving to follow, then when we hear from them, when someone is striving to follow, they themselves are good disciples or trying to be good disciples, then in that case, the heart transformation happens. So that being said, let us go into where we were. Last weekend, we covered the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita up to the text number 19. So this just because we have our Shaumitra Prabhu, whom I just met 2 days back in Gaur Purnima day. What a wonderful day to get unlimited blessings. So Prabhu and his good wife were there at Devsita temple. So just to summarize for their purposes, it is the war scenario. Both the Kauravas and the Pandavas have assembled for the war, and at that time Dhritarashtra asked Sanjay that oh Sanjay, please tell me, what did this my sons and the sons of Pandu do? Okay, and this Sanjay, who is a disciple of Srila Vyasdev, who is again further the author of Mahabharata. So Sanjay is now narrating. And how is he narrating? He has been given the power, or his guru has blessed him, that you can see everything live as soon as you meditate on it. He does not need Wi-Fi, just like you can see me through Wi-Fi. He does not need Wi-Fi. No infrastructure needed. Just meditation, and he can see what is happening in the war front. So Sanjay is narrating that, okay, see your son Duryodhan, he is now going to his guru Dronacharya, and he is now sharing about like, okay, he's doing an evaluation of like, okay, what is the Kaurava army, what is the Pandava army, and he is giving a complete demonstration of he is giving a complete description to his Gurudev, and he's telling, okay, these are the strong warriors in my team, these are the strong warriors in his team, in the opposite party. So all that he shares, and then does anyone remember one thing that Duryodhan does which he is not supposed to do from the last session? Yes, Lalu Gopal. You can unmute and share. You have to unmute.
He was instructing and advising his Gurudev Dronacharya what he being a disciple of Dronacharya, जिससे वो सीखा, he has learned the artery skill from him and he was instructing him. That is not correct.
Right. And do you remember what he was instructing to Dronacharya?
Yes, we have we have so many expert commanders, so many weapons, so much strength, and let us all help our commander Bhishmadev and fight.
Yes. So here, thank you, Lalu Gopal. So here in this case, our Duryodhan, while he is giving all this narration, he takes one step forward and he's instructing his guru that, okay, now you should support our grandfather Bhishma Dev. He is very strong. You should support him. Okay, so as a matter of telling this, he is giving an instruction to his Gurudev. Okay, now, so one of the things to learn from that is, like, okay, we should never instruct, like, okay, the authority, the Gurudev. We should take instructions from them. That is the nature of the parampara. Okay, we can ask questions if we require any clarification, but we should never try to instruct the guru. We should always take a submissive position. And we will come later as to I wanted to share something like, okay, what happens if we instruct the Gurudev? That is another thing. Like, okay, I think I shared that briefly also, like, okay, about the demigods and the demons when they assemble to fight. The Devtas and the demons when they assemble to fight at that time, like, okay, Indra, he had offended his guru, and so he lost all his power. And on the other side, the demons, Bali Maharaj, he satisfied his Gurudev. The demons satisfied their Gurudev and they got all powers. So in those days when there was no cell phone or something like that, the news spread like anything. Arey, Indra has lost all power. And Shukracharya, his guru of demons, he said, like, he instructed his all the demons. Now you can go and fight with the Devtas. They have lost all the power. They will lose everything. And that's how they lost everything. So the same thing is true even today, actually. If we please our spiritual master, then just by that, like, okay, all perfection comes in. Everything that is there, all the best, uh, the utmost best blessings we are given, and we are empowered by Gurudev, like, okay, in whatever, like, okay, he blessed us. So coming to this now, next part, like, what happens is, on both sides, Kauravas and Pandavas, they blow their conch shells. The Kauravas, when they blow their conch shell, Bhishma Dev, they blow their conch shell, there is a loud sound like a roaring of a lion. But when Krishna, Arjuna, and the Pandavas, they blow their divine conch shells, what happens? There is so much uproar that it trembles the hearts of the Kauravas. And then we were talking about the material versus spiritual. Many people, they think that, okay, if by having material things, it is perfect. But when we are in a material problem, we try to solve a problem and that creates another problem. whatever problem we are trying to solve, it creates a greater problem. But in spirituality, the solution to all the problem lies, which is still unfortunately not known to many people. So that being said, now we come to the verse number 20th. So now both sides there is a the conch shells have been blown, and I'm going to share my screen. You can see it here. So we are at the 19th verse. We'll just repeat this one and then we'll go from here. So 19th verse. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. So this is giving an indication that how by the conch shells blown on the Pandava side, Krishna, and when the Pandavas blew their conch shell, it shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. See here, all the translations and even the purports are given. I'm just hiding all the purports so that we can go swiftly in a summary fashion. But all these are given by our beloved founder Acharya, Abhay Charanarvinda Shila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. So now, text 20. अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धर्तराष्ट्रन् कपिध्वज प्रवृत्ते शास्त्र संपाते धनुरुद्यम्य पांडवः ऋषिकेशां तदा वाक्यम् idam aha mahipate. Translation. At that time, Arjun, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. Okay, because now the conch shells have been blown. Okay, I don't know how many of you have participated in those in school, those running race. Has any of you participated? I'm sure okay, some of you may have done that actually. So, in this case, okay, they okay, Amit Prabhu is saying he has participated. Rest all okay, are like me, they have never participated. Okay, I did participate, but I was not among the winners. So they all now the conch shells have been blown, like in those school running races when they blow the whistle, or sometimes they have those air gun they shoot and then like everyone starts running. So here in this case, conch shells have been blown. Think about it. Just visualize there is a war about to start. Both sides the conch shells have been blown, and at that time Sanjay is narrating, "Oh king," he's saying to Dhritarashtra, "Oh Dhritarashtra, oh king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjun then spoke to Lord Krishna these words." Okay, so here there is one important thing. So on Sanjay is narrating that on the chariot of Arjun, there is a flag marked with Hanuman. Okay, so Arjun has taken up his bow. He's ready to fight. He is about to speak Krishna something, and there is a flag on Arjuna's chariot, okay, marked with Hanumanji. So it is. So now I'll just share something here. There are two stories here actually, which tells about the significance of how this flag of Hanumanji came in the chariot of Arjun. So as we know, in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna came, and so Arjun, this fighting is happening in Dwapar Yuga, and the age previous to that, Treta Yuga, that is when Lord Ram came and Hanumanji was there. So once Arjun, what happened, like when he was walking, see, Hanumanji is very, very powerful. Okay, and plus he's as a servant of Lord Ram, he's always serving Lord Ram. So once when Arjun was walking in the forest, and every one of us like to hear stories. So when Arjun was walking through the forest at that time, he came across a place where there were a lot of vanars. Okay. And these vanars, okay, see, Hanumanji is a vanar. Okay, and these vanars, like, vanars are not monkey. Like many in books, like they say that okay, vanars are monkey. No, no, that is not a right understanding. Vanars are very evolved species, and as evolved species, they're very, very intelligent. They're very powerful also. They are much more powerful than human beings. So he saw a group of Vanars, and as Arjun was walking, like, okay, he he happened to see them, and then these Vanars told him one very interesting fact. Uh, they said, like, okay, they asked him actually, who are you? So he said, I am Arjun. And they asked, then when Arjun asked, like, who are you guys? And then they said, we are the Vanars. We are actually from the same Manasana that Lord Ram fought. So we actually fought in that battle in the previous age. So Arjun was very fascinated that he met the Vanars, like, who has fought that battle with Lord Ram. So Arjun said, like, okay, oh, I'm so happy to meet you. But let me ask you one thing. Like, I've read this Ramayana so many times, but I've always come across this one question. And what is that question? The question is that why is it that see, Lord Ram, he is anyway the Supreme Lord, right? So why is it that Lord Ram needed your help, like all the help of these Vanars, to build that bridge to Lanka? He could have just, see, um, I am an archer. Even I can build a bridge in the ocean with my arrows. So, but Lord Ram is he's the supreme personality of Godhead. Why did he have to build it with the help of you monkeys or with the help of you Vanars? So then the Vanars said that, no, actually, you know what? The thing is that, okay, since we are all Vanars, we were part of Lord Ram's Sena, and we are very mischievous. We cannot sit quiet in one place. So we have to constantly keep doing something. And, like Lord Ram can build it with the arrows, but because we are so mischievous, we'll be jumping here and there. The bridge will not sustain. It'll break. So now Arjun is an archer. Okay, it's a technical question. And Arjun did not feel very happy about it. It's like commenting on his technology skill. Okay, if I say, like, if our Amit Prabhu says that, okay, he's learning AI, and if I somehow downplay that, okay, see, AI is not that good. Okay, and then what will Amit Prabhu said, hey, this is what I'm experienced in. It will really hurt him very badly. So Arjun became a little bit agitated with that. And he said, like, okay, what are you saying, guys? Even I am a just mortal person. Even I can build an arrow. Even I can build a bridge of arrows. And it will sustain everything. So what to talk about Lord Ram? So then this Vanars said that, okay, then let it be. So this Vanars are quick to challenge. He said, okay, let it be then. Let's have a quick challenge round. So challenge is like, Arjun, forget about ocean. There is a small lake, you build a bridge and we will jump on that. And let's see, like, whether your bridge sustains or it breaks down. Okay? Arjun says, okay, done. Like many technology people, you will see, like, if they are given a challenge, they like it. Okay, let's do it. So this Arjun, like, okay, he says a mantra and then he shoots an arrow. Zoop, the bridge is done, ready. Okay, so this Vanar, they come, they said, okay, now let's try it, like, we can break it. Okay, and then this Vanar comes, like, okay, he says, Jai Shri Ram, and saying that, he does not even jump. He just touches the tip of his toe into the bridge. As soon as it touches, the bridge collapses and everything falls down. And Arjun looks at it, he's like totally confused. Like, oh, you did not jump also. He just touched it and the bridge fell down. So what is this? He's absolutely no idea. And Arjun, like, because he's a powerful warrior, he feels very dejected. And then Arjun says, okay, I have lost it. I will enter into fire. Arjun is about to enter into fire when suddenly one Brahmin comes into that forest. And he says, okay, what happened? Why do you look so dejected? Then Arjun told about the incident, what happened. He said, Arey, I don't believe it. You are that powerful Arjun, and you built the bridge and that broke by these monkeys. No, no, I don't believe it. Okay, I am not since I have not witnessed it, I cannot believe it. Let's do it again. So they agree on that. Okay, let's do it again. So Arjun anyway gets a second chance. He's happy about it. Okay, Arjun again builds a, and this person, the Brahmin says, okay, I will go and see underneath the bridge what is happening. Okay, done. So Arjun again, he says the mantra, Jai Shri Ram, whatever that mantra he says, and he builds the bridge, and the monkey again comes. Monkey says, Jai Shri Ram, and he again puts that toe on that bridge. This time nothing happens. So the monkey is surprised. Then he says, okay, I will now crush it. And then he says, Jai Shri Ram, and he jumps a little bit on the bridge. And then when he does that, then nothing happens. Then this Vanar comes to Arjun, and then he says, actually, you know what? I am that very powerful Hanuman. So it is actually myself, like who am the servant of Lord Ram, and I fought that war in Lanka. Now I will crush this bridge. See, like within no time. And then this Hanumanji goes and he jumps, like he flings up in the air, Jai Shri Ram, and he comes and down. Nothing happens. The bridge does not even move an inch. Now, this Hanumanji is confused, like, okay, what happened? Earlier it broke, and this time, like, I'm jumping like this. Okay, let me see what is happening below the bridge. So as they both of them walk underneath the bridge, and as soon as they go there, they see Hanumanji sees his Ishtadev, Lord Shri Ram, standing there. And Arjun sees his Ishtadev, Lord Shri Krishna, standing there. They are actually seeing the same personality, but one is seeing his Ishtadev, Lord Ram, another is seeing his Ishtadev, Lord Krishna. And with Lord's hands bleeding, Hanumanji sees Lord's hands bleeding, and Arjun sees Lord Krishna's hands bleeding. So they are like, oh, oh Krishna, oh Lord Ram, I know we did something wrong. What did we do wrong here? So then Lord Ram, the same personality, Lord Krishna, he explains that when my devotees work together, cooperate amongst themselves and work together, then that pleases me. But when my devotees come and fight between themselves, when they compete amongst themselves, okay, which results in this kind of fighting, trying to put one another down, that gives me a lot of pain. So both of them fall down at Lord's feet and they ask for forgiveness. And the Lord, okay, embraces both of them in their respective form that they can see. Okay. So once that happens, then Lord Ram tells Hanumanji that, okay, Hanumanji, in the near future, there is a big war that is going to happen. And Arjun is going to fight that. I want you to support him and be on his side. And Hanumanji says that, okay, oh Lord Ram, actually I am so powerful that if I am there in the fight, then it can be over in few seconds. The Kauravas will not be able to stand. So that will not be a good thing for Arjun. So, and that is because Hanumanji was indeed very powerful. If you, in Ramayana, it is mentioned that when Mother Sita was to be rescued, when Hanumanji had been as Ram Doot and he went to Lanka, at that time Hanumanji proposed Mother Sita that Mother, why don't you come with me? I will take you across this, and I will kill and destroy all this entire army. Then Mother Sita said, okay, that no, Hanumanji, I don't want you to do that. I will if you do that, then what will happen is that will reduce the glory of my Lord Ram, that he did not save his wife. And plus, it will reduce your glory also, because you came in as the messenger. The messengers are not supposed to fight. Okay, and if you fight, then that will reduce your glory also. So instead, I will I will be I'll be here. I will tolerate all the troubles that I have been given by Ravan, and you come back with Lord Ram. You go and give the message to Lord Ram that I'm waiting. That is the mood of Mother Sita. And so then after that, anyway, we know that how Lord Ram defeats Ravan. But Hanumanji is very, very powerful. And that is why we all sing in Sri Hanuman Chalisa, Sukshma Rupa Dhari Sihai Dharawa. What is that? Sukshma Rupa Dhari Sihai Dikhawa. Vikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarawa. He's he came to Sita in the Sukshma form, in a very, very small family, in a very, very small form, and spoke with so much humility. But when he entered into that, when he came into that Vikat roop, into that fierce roop, in that fierce roop, he went and burned the entire Lanka. That is Sri Hanumanji. And Hanumanji, because he is servant of Lord Ram, we can always pray to him like for strength. And we can pray to him that please bless us, so that we can also have that servant of the servant mood in serving our Lord. When we adopt the mood of a servant of the Lord, servant of the servant of Lord, that pleases Lord like anything. So trying to serve the devotees, when we serve the devotees, then just by doing this, we become very pleasing to the Lord. So again, coming back, okay, so anyway, Hanuman told us that he was so powerful. And so Hanuman said that, okay, I will do one thing. I will sit in your chariot, and when the time comes, when you have to fight the battle, at that time, I will give such a loud roar that just by hearing this roar, thousands of those warriors on the other side, their heart will shatter and they will just faint there. And it really happened like that. On the time when Arjun had to kill Jayadev, who was the killer of his son Abhimanyu. At that time, he had given a time that okay, by sunset he has to kill. And at that time, when Arjun was facing because entire corps of army was facing Arjun. They were trying to shield Jayadev so that he is not killed. And at that time, Hanumanji gave such a loud roar that thousands and thousands of Kauravas they got stuck and they fainted there. That is the nature of Hanumanji. Like he's so powerful, and with that kind of a power, Hanumanji like supported as that is why here in this verse that we were seeing, it is said there is a word used, Kapidhwaja. Kapidhwaja means Dhwaja means flag, and Kapi means Hanuman. Okay, that flag which is marked with Hanumanji. Wherever Hanumanji is there, like, and it is also said that okay, since we are hearing Krishna Katha, it is said that okay, when we hear this Ram Katha, since we are talking about Ramayana, when we talk about anywhere there is a talk of Ramayana happening, Hanumanji personally comes to witness that. And he always wants to hear. And what happens, like when we hear Krishna Katha, Krishna is personally present. Krishna says that. What happens then? So we read this, we chant this verse at the very beginning. That is, Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. All that is inauspicious, Abhadreshu, all that is inauspicious within our heart, that gets destroyed when we regularly hear Bhagavad Katha. Or so Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya, when we do regularly Bhagavat, the Seva of Bhagavat. So Seva of Bhagavat can be done in two ways, and we should try to do this. One is Bhagavat here means two things. Bhagavat means devotee Bhagavat, a person who is following the Bhagavat, the Katha of Bhagavat, and the other is the one is the person Bhagavat, another is the book Bhagavat. The person Bhagavat is who follows the book Bhagavat, who follows his guru, and the book Bhagavat is Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So when we are regularly trying to serve the devotees, when we are regularly trying to hear the Bhagavad Katha from bona fide channel, then through that what happens is all that is inauspicious in our heart, that gets completely cleansed, and we can experience the transcendental, the spiritual world. So, and how do we, so one is by hearing and another is by chanting. When we chant the holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, what happens is that our heart definitely gets cleaned. But in addition to that thing, another thing happens. That is, whatever are our propensities in our heart to commit sinful actions, to commit immoral activities, all that also gets cleaned. That means what happens is, okay, let's say, okay, all your past bank balance is cleared. Our Praveen Bhai is here. So he knows about the bank balances. So all our past bank balances are cleared. But then what happens? Uh, you may have a new deposit. So all the past sinful actions are cleared. But whatever are our propensities in our heart to commit newer things, that gets cleared when we chant the holy name. And how do we get the strength of chanting the holy name? We get it by hearing this. When we do hearing of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam to the right channel, then we get strength in chanting. What is the objective of chanting? The objective of chanting and hearing is one thing, that we hear attentively. Okay, we hear attentively the mantra, we hear attentively when we are hearing Bhagavad Gita Katha, Bhagavatam Katha. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, our focus should be that every mantra should go into our ears. Initially, it will not go. Okay, but as we get purified, it will start going in. When we understand that the mantra is not going, we have to understand that, okay, it is our state that we are still in the process of getting purified. As we continue to do this process, it will slowly start going. Okay. Slowly, bit by bit pieces. Our mind will get distracted, but slowly we will be able to see that, okay, it is going. That means we can start understanding that our connection with God, our connection with Krishna is getting stronger. Okay. We are slowly progressing in the right direction because we are all engaged in satisfying the people of this world. And what happens when we satisfy the people of this world? Yes, because we have something, by doing that, okay, we are expecting, we may think that, okay, we may are not expecting anything, but at some point of time, when we do not get any reciprocation, then suddenly that comes to the mind. I did so much for this person, but that person is not reciprocating. That means we have an expectation. Some people, the lower stage is like, okay, it is for a person. A little higher stage is it is for a family. A little more higher than that is for a community. Okay. It could be like, okay, for my community for my caste, for my language people. Someone may say Bengali, someone may say Gujarati, someone may say Marathi. Oh, these are my people. A little higher than that is country people. I am Indian, I am American. Okay. But all this, no matter how much selfish we think, how much selfless we think, our scriptures say it is all selfish. We get joy by doing something, and that joy that we are deriving is our nature. That is where we are. We think, okay, we can do this. this will bring lot of things. We are trying to get the joy out of something which is very temporary. But when we dovetail our these propensities towards Krishna, that, oh Krishna, I want to serve you, I want to give you joy. What happens by doing that? It is just like watering the roots of the tree. If we try to water the tree, if we go to a tree, have you seen anyone like who is trying to say watering every leaf there? No. We just water at the roots and that's it. Like the tree gets all the nutrition. When we water at the root of the tree, when we worship Krishna, every other aspect is covered. All the 33 koti devtas, Devi devtas that are there, they are all covered in this. All our obligations for the family, they're covered. And when we try to serve in a way that our scriptures are saying, that Srila Prabhupada has very wonderfully decoded for us, like those Sanskrit purports, like the Sanskrit verses, he has so wonderfully explained on how we can apply this in our life. Then what happens is our life becomes very wonderful. Our home becomes like spiritual world, Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan. And we can see everyone is happy. Otherwise, what happens? Love at first sight, quarrel at first fight. Oh, sorry, love at first sight and divorce at first fight. No matter we think like, okay, oh, I am doing so much for them. They don't, they are all useless. They are not reciprocating. Because, and the real challenge is, it's not them, but it is us who is expecting this. How do we come out of this expectation? It is very difficult. We cannot come. That is why it is said in this Kali Yuga, Harer Nam eva kevalam, kalau nasteva gatiranyatha. Without this holy name, without this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there is no other way, no other way, no other way. See, Harer Nam, eva kevalam. Okay, 3 times Harinam, 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 Nam eva kevalam. Only this keval yehi. Kalau nasti, eva nasteva, nasteva gatiranyatha. Kali mein, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. It's not that the tape recorder has gone bad, but 3 times it is said to stress on the fact that Harinam, Harinam, Harinam only, otherwise there is no way, no way, no way in Kali Yuga. This, by taking this Harinam, this medicine, all the problems, it will start acting on all the problems that are necessary for us to get resolved so that we can reach the perfection of this human life. So with that being said, let us, I want to okay, so with that being said, let us go to the next verse. And this is the last verse that we'll cover, and then we will stop here. So this is the verse number 21 and 22. Arjun uvacha senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapaya mechuta yavad etan niriksheham yodhu kamam avasthitan kairmaya sahayodhavayam asmin rana samudyame. Arjun is saying, O infallible one, O Achyut, O my dear Krishna, please take my chariot, please draw my chariot between these two armies, take it in the center, so that I may see those who are present on the other side, okay, and who wants to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms, and with whom I have to fight. Can you show me, can you take this chariot on the other side and show me like who are all assembled to fight? So Arjun is saying this. So with this verse, we will have Arjun tell Krishna, we'll go back with this meditation and meet next week. But I want to stress on a particular thing here. I will give you a preview of what is coming up. Arjun tells Krishna that, okay, let's go there. Take me to the center, and from there, okay, let us see who is there on the other side, whom I have to fight. And what happens after that? Somehow or other, we have all known this. Okay, so Arjun gets confused. We'll go into the details of how he gets confused, nervous, he gets bewildered. Oh, I have to fight these people. And Arjun is very, very bewildered. So there is a very important learning here. The learning is that we should not try to see our enemies. We should be very, very careful. What does this mean? This means, who are our enemies? Our enemies are lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, and our false ego. We should not try to go and see this. For example, if we are on the internet, we should not see those which are forbidden things. What happens as a result of that? Whatever, if we are seeing something incorrect, some of those forbidden things, okay, let's say some pornographic sites, what happens? As a result of this is stored in our brain. The picture is taken, and at the most unexpected moment, this will try to hamper us. It spoils our consciousness. If we should not try to look at the opposite sex, as we are not supposed, and we should not try to look them with a glance like what we are not supposed to see. And obviously, okay, we should not try to, like, many times many people may tempt us. Oh, you can do this. And what happens as a result of that? We get tempted, and we think that, okay, because especially in the universities, in the schools, colleges nowadays, okay, there is so much trend. Okay, people, they will tempt for drugs, for alcoholic drinks, for different type of things. And as a result of that, what happens? People who have not started on this, they somehow get provoked into this. This is something we should try to avoid. We should try to be in association of devotees, sincere devotees, and we should try to avoid any kind of association that will lead us to a downfall, especially those who are not devotional in nature. We'll see that, okay, in the short run, they may look favorable, but in the long run, there is always things driven by expectation. And when it comes up, like, okay, at that time we understand that, okay, it takes a toll on us. So having said that, I will conclude here. And I wanted to do this, like, okay, maybe like 1 hour, and then, like, okay, if there are any questions or comments, we can take that and then go from there. So श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी, हरि हरि बोल. And also, I wanted to, so from next week onwards, we'll start with verse number 23. Anyone has any questions or comments, or we can stop here. Mataji, Nandini Priya Mataji had a question. Like, she sent in the chat message. She had to leave early. But she said, like, okay, how will we know words of chanting is entering us? We can always hear it while chanting. Couldn't able to understand this point. Okay, so um, so the thing is, like, when we chant, right, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, then we can hear the chanting happening, but is every word going into our ears? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Is every word going into our ear, or is it like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare? So just like sometimes, like many sounds are happening, some of the sounds are happening in the background. Two people are talking. There is a car honking there in the background. That sound also I can hear, but it is in the background. So question is, like, okay, when we are talking about this Hare Krishna mantra, the highest effective way will be when we are able to hear every word very actively going into our ear. That is the point that I wanted to stress. So I hope that is clear. Does anyone have any other questions or any comments? You can raise your hand or you can unmute and say. Okay, it seems like there are no other questions or comments. Then we can conclude here. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Please take care.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. And those of you who are in Michigan, we'll see you in temple tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Jagat Krishna Prabhupada ki jai.